Good morning, everyone. StrafeCal. Today we're playing some more For a Vast Future, and we are stranded in the Outlands. Highway stretches, no chance of proceeding without a scrambler. So, at the end of the last video, our bike crashed, and we are now stuck out in the desert. I am curious what all we're gonna have to... Oh, apparently there's a tent right here. That's probably gonna be our rest point. Wow. Ammo deals more damage the larger the quantity, or just straight battle power increase. Oh, wow. So this is actually a really interesting idea. We can either have a guarantee, but I'm guessing lower battle power increase, or we can get a variable increase. But this requires us to have larger amounts of ammo, I'm assuming, to get a bigger bonus than that plus 20 would be. So what that means is, with rare ammo, this ammo plus is actually worse. So if we only have 4 or 5 charges of a specific kind of bullet, this is not going to do anything for us, where this will. Where on the other hand, if we can somehow manage to get our hands on... I mean, technically, my only problem with this ammo plus is I know myself, and I know if I take it, I'm going to sit... my gut reaction is, okay, cool. So I can sit here and farm bullets until I get a few hundred basic, trade those into a few hundred explosive, and just wreck everything for the rest of the game. But that's going to take forever, and I can just do a straight 20 increase. This, receive an attack buff after receiving damage. Receive increased battle power. So I don't know if this is going to increase damage on war gear as well. I don't think it does. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the power increase. Ooh. Speed. I've been wanting her to go faster for quite a while, and that is awesome. Basic, revive, and medicine. Let's see what our vending machine has. Okay. Not a ton here. And I think we're good on supplies. We're out of grenades, which honestly we're very low on tools to make them as well. But we do still have 11 bombs and a bunch of smoke bombs, so I think we're probably just good for now. I'm gonna double check first aid kits actually. Just because those are a good option. Okay, and it looks like we've got a free healing point, which is always valuable in any RPG. Burned out Cerulean tank. Okay, so Pent goes second now. Awesome. Okay, it looks like there's not a whole lot out here, which, I mean, it's a desert. That's fair. Are we able to... Okay, no. Pierce, since it defended. And we get 3 turns before it actually gets to act, and it's under 100 hit points. I'm just going to use regular basic ammo with all 3 characters and finish it off. Oh, good. We are literally out of scrap because I've probably, at least partially because I've been skipping so many fights. So, I do not like that spirit. Don't know what this, or I haven't gotten a chance to scan this plague rat yet. Usually they're weak to fire, like animal type enemies. I guess let's just try explosive first. Weak fire. Yep. Okay, iguana. We don't have any war gear items. We need some sort of protection before we go down that road. Okay. There's a building here. That's probably where we're going. So let's check out the outskirts quick. Australia is 50 kilometers away. We can't walk that far. I do not require food or water. Not a building in sight. There must be some resources left here somewhere. First order of business, we need to get the scrambler back into action. I mean, they say not a building in sight, but we literally just passed a building. Ah, visitor. I haven't seen anyone around these parts in years. Pleased to meet you. My name is Chell, Hogtown's greatest adventurer. My name is Darius. Lance Corporal Tarnstrom, Cerulean Army. Penton. Call me Joseph. I've lived here for years, observing the destruction caused by the superweapon. The weapon I helped create. You were? Yes, I worked as part of the Cerulean Army many years ago. We were under orders to create a weapon as a deterrent to help put an end to the war. The government wanted to put it into use before it was ready. It's not your fault. Nonetheless, I could no longer live with what I'd done, So I ended up living here in solitude to witness firsthand the destruction I'd helped create. You did not create this destruction. Yeah, it sounds like the powers that be took advantage of you. No matter, I helped start this, and I must pay the price for my actions. Laws of thermodynamics. Learning to love lasers. Cerulean design. I am concerned that the government is going to rush the satellite into use. We haven't perfected the communication system yet. If they launch the satellite now, they won't be able to control it. They launched the satellite. They're calling it the super weapon. We programmed it to fire twice at Tormello, knowing it wouldn't be enough to we wouldn't be able to contact it once it was in orbit. We hope twice is enough. Our technology has advanced leaps and bounds since the start of the war. I think I read these out of order. We've done it. The satellite-mounted laser project has finally paid off. What can you tell us about the Vast Future program? The Vast Future? Where did you hear of that? We beat General Chirk and found out all about their little project. Chirk, truly a vile man. The world is better off without him. He was not very kind to us. I've kept a record of the heinous crimes and lies committed by the Cerulean government. It's the least I could do. Where can we see this information? It's all over the house. Okay, no more destruction. Somebody really made a fortune making fake ficus plants in this world. Government couldn't have known how destructive the super weapon would be. Nobody knew, but that hardly seems to matter now. Tormello's capital had a population of several million. At least 1 million more lived in the area directly outside the capital. Loss of life is hard to even compute. I ventured into Tormello wearing a hazmat suit and a dust filter system. Just glittering empty spaces as far as the eye can see, the sun obscured by a haze of silica dust. This seems to be broken. Energy drink? To make matters worse... Oh. Nothing will grow in Tormello for generations, if ever. To make matters worse, this may happen to Cerelia as well, if our calculations are correct. This is the worst possible outcome. The super weapon, what a reprehensible name, fired on Tormello as planned. However, the laser was many orders of magnitude stronger than anticipated. Tormello is obliterated, the war is over, but our problems are just beginning. Our calculations show the super weapon turned the entire Tormellan capital into a crater, but even the countryside around the city, extending for miles in every direction, has been completely obliterated. The heat of the laser burned away organic matter and melted rock. The destruction has wiped away even evidence of Tormello as a country. Libraries, churches, research facilities, all vaporized. Protective suits required to even explore the glass desert. The wasteland surrounding the Tormellan capital, the air is choked with poison dust. Seems to be broken. I'm gonna go ahead. There's a lot here. Laser barrier blocking our path. Okay, so there's a prototype artificial intelligence. Assuming the targeting system hits the capital, the blast will almost certainly annihilate all of Cerelia as well. Yep. I get the idea. Horizon. Orders from Horizon. International human rights laws are suspended. Testing on civilians. Horizon insists upon progress at all costs. Is it gonna make me read all of them? Push back the launching of the satellite, but Horizon wanted to win the war. Australia has taken some Tormellan refugees, but very few. Well, what do you think? I'm appalled to think I followed their orders for years. Those bastards. This is truly disturbing information. The vast future program is in place to protect a few select elites. They plan to leave the planet in a space shuttle, using their human augmentation to survive any harsh conditions they may encounter. It's been their plan all along. When the Cerulean government folded, a few wealthy individuals in capital cities stepped in with cash to take over. Who are they? Politicians, scientists, some were colleagues of mine, and a strange, strange man. His name I dare not speak. He was a leading member of the Cerulean Parliament during the war, a seat he bought with his vast resources. He's behind all this. They've known all along that the world would be destroyed. I tried to stop them, but I was stripped of my funding and access. I've tried to meditate in peace, witnessing the destruction I caused. It's not your fault. Sounds like this strange man is the one to blame. Regardless, there's not much I can offer. Sorry to burden you. Don't worry. Once we get the Scrambler working again, we're gonna to Capital City and take these people out once and for all. Scrambler? The all-terrain motorbike? Yes, but the energy cell is run dry. Ah, if you need an energy cell, you can find one deep in the glass desert to the east. The superweapon blew open many Termelian bunkers, revealing wartime stockpiles. But be warned, all kinds of terrifying mutants and creatures have settled in the area. Mutants? Termella was known for its mutant experiments during the war. No doubt, the remnants of these actions have taken hold in the fallout. Well, we have guns and war gear to help us. Kid's bold. I have radiation suits upstairs. I'll deactivate the barriers. Awesome. Thank you for your help. Okay. So... there's 2 laser barriers here. Let's see if they loop. Radiation suit times 4. Knowing speaking out against Horizon is treason. Even so, I am certain that I will be long gone by the time my writings are discovered. Okay. It is just a loop. This is one of those Fallout situations where there's tons of cool lore here, but reading it out loud gets a little repetitive. Okay, so now we can head into the glass desert. We've got radiation suits. Let's see what we've got. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use an explosion here. Smoke bomb. Just get that blind up just in case. It's not gonna finish it off no matter what. I really like the heat shimmer effect that they've got here. Realized after the fact that I don't like fighting the spirits, and I probably shouldn't have done that. But that wasn't too bad. What did that do? Little damage to everything. Okay. I just wanted to do a quick test before I got too far. Scorpion, huh? Okay, so I think we go Abandoned Bot. Got a freebie. We'll have Pent use a Molotov again, because she should be able to finish off 2 of them now. Zap that guy, and then we're gonna scan the Scorpio because I don't know what to expect out of this. Weakness Ice. Okay, that was one of my guesses. I figured it was either ice or fire, because that seems to be what it is for most, like, creatures. Biobomb. Abandoned bunkers. The only way to break this stalemate is a ground assault on Temelo's capital. Trading long-distance missiles, bombing strategic targets, border skirmishes, all of it's gotten us a decade of conflict. The invasion of Temelo has begun. Okay. Yeah. Stimulant, that's new. I'm guessing that's an upgrade of an energy drink or something similar. Insta-taser refill, definitely okay with that. That's one of our best items. Front lines are suffering massive losses. Some units stationed on the border have reported casualties exceeding 75%. Okay, so they were very much losing the war when they decided to use the super weapon. Basic, revive, injector, and heavy. Match pistol upgrade. That's actually kind of nice. That's our 5th one? 4th one? So, one thing I didn't mention when I was looking at that bullet upgrade option is one approach I could take is instead of just maxing out one of the rare bullet types, I could start just accumulating basic bullets. Not spending for the upgrades, and her ammo capacity boost would give us that bonus on all basic attacks. Our spies have reported the extent of some sort of strategy on the part of Cerelians meant to give them advantage. There's no sign of particulars. Okay. Sorry, I have been reading for 20 minutes at this point. It's the downside of large amounts of cutscenes. In unvoiced games in particular. Heat of the blast evaporated living matter and changed the soil, rocks, everything into shiny, solid substance. Heat and atmosphere quickly overwhelmed me, but a few of my bunker mates were able to pull me back to safety. Everything is going to plan. The Cerelian forces are advancing, seemingly oblivious to our plan. Okay. We fortified the our positions in the foothills. We've allowed them to cross the border to surround and eliminate them. Gotcha. So yeah, it sounds like more and more like Temelo had the superior military strategy, and Cerelia just kind of was dumb. So they just went with the nuclear option. I am a little surprised that they didn't go with that they went with, like, superheating lasers instead of nukes. Nukes feel like an obvious choice, and maybe that's why they didn't. Fortunately, I've got piercing ammo on the wrong person right now. I'm gonna go explosive on the Cyclops and see if that hits. It did not. I'm gonna go with fire on the plant. And I guess we just fire because we should be able to finish it off. Unfortunately, Tarn is very much last right now. Lots of weapon upgrades here. That is a weird-looking cactus mutant. I love it. I'm gonna go with the Scorpion because I don't want to risk poison. I'm gonna go with the Cactus Shrub because I assume it's weak to fire. It is not. I'm gonna finish off the Shadow. And then let's get a scan off. Weak to gun. Great. I didn't know that was a weakness, so that's interesting. Slice and ice. Okay, now they're saying nuclear fallout. I'm slightly confused. Okay, those levels were very timely. As that gives us a full heal. I'm gonna actually take a minute here. I think I've got... I just want to take a minute and switch off, just in case I need those burn bullets. Bullet vending... Honestly, I'm gonna keep it as is for now. I don't feel like I need any of these in particular. I want to see what rockets cost. I feel like that's worth it. 9 more rockets for... And it's a way to use our crystals. We didn't really have a good way to use crystals up to this point, so... This is screaming boss fight. Yeah. So perfect timing. Oh god. That was multiple status effects at once, which is terrifying. I'm gonna go with Chell healing herself first. I'm gonna have Pent heal Tarn. I'm gonna have Dar heal himself. And then I'm gonna have Tarn use Scan. No weakness, no strength. Radioactive monster. Has a regen effect. That's fun. That's not much damage. Great. Yeah, we'll have her start with, actually, I'm gonna have her start with smoke rounds. No. Jeez. Do I have poison bullets? No. I think I had a chance to find them, but I didn't. So, bleed. Let's get a status effect going if we can. Pent can now heal herself, I guess. No, I need to start getting damage out. I know that's not actually gonna, like, do too much yet, but it's a good start. Okay. That did not do anything. And let's see what a bomb does. Okay. So they're way weaker to war gear than they are to actual bullets. I'm gonna go ahead and keep firing down here. And I think it's time to pull out... Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do a biobomb. I don't know if this thing's gonna be... There we go. I was just gonna say, I don't know if it's gonna be immune. Apparently not. Let's go ahead and do smoke bomb. Since my gun characters aren't doing much damage, I'm just having them heal and buff like I normally would on the other side. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this nuke. I just gave her the focus stat. Let's see how much this does. Almost, what was that, like 700,000 damage? I mean, it's not amazing, but it's good. Piercing. Wow. Well, that worked. I'm gonna call that investment a win. Let's go ahead and get our delay bullets. And that should do it. Awesome. That was close. There's our energy cell. Check the sides quick. Just some basic ammo, but we'll take it. Very cool. Honestly, like, it might not seem like much, but like, I am aware that I made relatively short work of that boss. However, I genuinely feel like that was one of the most interesting, like, it forces you to consider your strategy. By having physical defense that high, it just pretty much prevents your gun characters from taking action unless you use certain types of ammunition. So they become more of a support role, which is kind of the opposite of how some of those other fights have gone with, based on the way War Gear works. You know, we've had our War Gear characters be the primary people using that for a while. Like, because of the way that the fact that they've got healing items and a lot of the War Gear have status effects, they end up being the support a lot of times. More what I was saying. And the fact that it started off with those status effects, if I didn't have remedies available, that could have been real bad. Okay, I'm gonna finish this video off by checking the... Well, that would have completely changed everything. Oh well. Okay, we're missing one in the middle. That's too bad. War Gear's 10% more effective. That's honestly... that actually makes me tempted to switch him to War Gear. Let's check what our other characters have. Oh my god, combat initiative. He always acts first. That's amazing for Scan. Heal Worker now apply to everybody in battle. Perfect. I can't remember what his other two are. Oh, I can just check. That's right. So I could add... Because he is now, I believe, the slowest character, if I wanted to, because I've been using him because of the delay damage, but delay bullets still do almost no damage. So what I could do is switch him over to defense, War Gear. I don't know. The other thing is Double Strike feels like it could be good, but it's a chance of a turn. Oops. I'm trying to remember how to reset. I know there's a way to reset. I did it earlier. That's not what I was trying to do. Oh, there is literally just a reset button at the bottom. This is getting kind of ridiculous. Okay, so that gives him high chance of luck. Increases the odds of freebie ammo item usage, so when he uses these war gear, he has a chance of getting a freebie. Saves resources. We're gonna switch Tarn to marksmanship focus. Does everybody have like a bunch? Okay, yeah. And then okay. Regular attacks 100%. Explosive ammo and war gear has a chance to burn. That's still okay. I'm trying to remember what the other one was. Because he had some weird bonuses that were options here. That's right, it was aggro stance. Battle power 20 is still good. And I still want initiative. Ammo is 5% more effective? Sure. And then aggro stance, slight reduction in accuracy for an increased attack damage. I don't feel like that's worth it. I'd rather just be accurate. Cool. That feels really good. Let's go ahead and heal. And next time, we will plan on returning to our bike and progressing the game. Hope you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.